Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you Thursday, February 20th, the year 2020. Let's talk trading. Great trades. You know, I don't know if you get some of the same email that I do, but there's this one guy out there. He just put out a video. He talked about great trades. And I just had to laugh because the thing is, there's no such thing as a great trade. I want you to think about this and think really, really deep. What is trading? Trading is basically decision making. Okay? So, somewhere you decide what market to trade. Then, inside that market, what instrument. So, like for me, I trade Forex. I like to trade dollar yen. So, if you notice, dollar yen's been on a tear this week. Does it matter that if I put on a trade, a buy trade, and I closed out for over 100 pips? Is that a great trade? Is it any greater than the trade where I made 1 pip? Or how about the trade that hit my stop loss? Now, if you confuse losing with greatness or not greatness, that's where your mistake is. It's in your mind. It's in the associations you're making. So let me just spell it out. There's no such thing as a great trade. Each trade either followed your rules, your plan, your methodology, or it didn't. The results are not up to you. The only thing you can control, as you well know, boys and girls, fellow traders, is how much you lose per trade. When you have your risk management in place, that's the only thing. You can't control if that trade's going to be a win or a loss. You can't control if it's a win, how big the win's going to be. But if it's going to be a loss, you can control that. So, serenity prayer, right? Oh, by the way, just, so you guys know, I don't drink, never have. So I don't have a problem with alcohol, but I do understand what the serenity prayer is all about. Um, Point being is that if you start wandering down that path of trading myths and you get all wrapped up in concepts rather than reality, you're on the road to ruin. It's that simple. It really is. So you've got to, talking about some great trade. No, it was just another trade. Every trade should be just another trade. Some trades pay better than others. But the point is, if you follow your rules, your plan, you put your stop loss in place and it gets hit, that's a great trade if you want to call it trade. Every trade that follows your plan is a great trade. You don't base it on results. You can say, man, I got lucky on that trade. Whoa, I raked in over 100 pips. But to think that it was a great trader, you are a great trader because you made 100 pips on a trade or something, you're surely mistaken. And that's why when you get those emails, and for those robots and indicators that promise you, 389 pips, 437 pips, 520 pips, this robot's going to make you rich, and it's yours for $497, but you better act now because we're only going to sell 100 of these robots, because there's only, if you fall for any of that malarkey, it's on you. But if you're listening to this video and you have fallen for it in the past, that's okay, because, I fell for some of that squiggly line malarkey myself. I admit it. You guys all, you can follow me, my, trend indicator, doing 4 different moving averages across all the time frames. But yeah, it did work. But the thing is, it was still based on squiggly line nonsense, and just because something works for a while doesn't mean that um, you should do it, because it also might, really hurt you. But so long as you have your risk management in place, you don't have to worry about that. You can try squigglies all day and all night. I mean, my indicator 2, I think there's guys still using that indicator. Yeah, you use it, you put your stop loss in, it can make you money based off, the close going above or below the EMA 5. Yeah, you can see it. You look at it in hindsight, you go, yeah, that's good, but you have to actually get in there and trade that sucker. But the point being is that get that whole concept of great trades out of your head and put it in the garbage, in the myth bin with the rest of all that malarkey that they're out there selling. You see, and this is one of the reasons why I am not well liked across the industry, because I put out videos like this and expose the BS. Okay, let's get to the charts, boys and girls. But before we do, I just want you to keep in mind that these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may vastly differ from mine. And you have to know by now that trading's risky. You can lose all your money. So if you're seeking trading advice, investment advice, financial advice, seek your advice from an accredited financial professional. And how do you know they're an accredited financial professional? Because most likely they've got their certificate stating that they're an accredited financial professional hanging on the wall in a very nice frame behind glass. So you get your advice from an accredited financial professional and you lose money, you got the advice from an accredited financial professional rather than some guy with a funny name who makes YouTube videos about trading, or somebody else on some other trading blog, website, or something. No, go to the accredited financial professional. Now, the disclaimers out of the way. Once again, all the gaps filled this week. You can see we are 188 pips above the previous week's high. That simple horizontal line breakout trade. We're 21 pips off the weekly high right now. Once again, such a simple trade. Was it a great trade? Look, as I told you before, it's just another trade. That's all it was. Just simple following what the chart shows you. And here we are, 327 pips above the yearly open. And that breakout yesterday, I mean, price hasn't looked back. I mean, it's on a tear. I can see right now, even without the dots, it didn't hit yesterday's pivot. And here we go, looking at the weekly open. It's Thursday. We can scrunch the chart down a little bit here, and you can see yesterday you had your opportunity, and that trade is, that ship sailed basically. Yeah, and that same true. Not yesterday, you had that chance to get that breakout. It's now 205 pips above it on the inside bar, and I've showed you these inside bars. But it's up to you to trade them if you want. Once again, showing the breakout at a previous day's high, 38 pips above the previous day's high. Still a nice trade. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs with the 100 pip range or more. And because, in fact, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I did an interview yesterday online with another trading YouTube channel. So you guys will, as soon as it goes up, I'll let you know who and where, and you guys can go check it out, because I think he kind of liked what I had to say. Okay, yearly H1 highest open. You see here, there was an opportunity to get short, made it new high, tried to make it, failed, cut back through that line. And so you'd be up about 15, 16 pips right now taking that short. As I mentioned, like I said, I didn't even need to look at the chart. It missed the pivot. Rats. Right here, you see the rats had one opportunity, and they're getting that second opportunity right here. Now, for those of you just tuning in, let me just show you something here, because I don't talk about it every day, but we have something called a rat reversal. See, a green candle closes, then a red candle closes, then you want to go short at the low here. So you see it took a couple more candles, but then you go see red or green, red at the top, short right through that bottom, and there was pips to be made. Here you go once again. I can't tell if that's a red candle or a green candle, or is it? Okay, so here we go. Green candle, red candle coming off the top. Right here, short at the low, or you could short here at the close, which would also be this candle's open right here. And you can see once again, but remember the upper rat zone, 20 pips off the high. Any entry in here, whichever trigger method you want to use, is a valid rat zone entry. And we're past monthly R2. I mean, the price is just nuts here. Missed pivots. Looks like that pivot's going to be missed for a while. On the daily, we got the past 2 days we missed pivots because price has just been on a tear to the upside. So we'll see what happens. The price action chart, I mean, you know, I say it every day. Maybe you guys like hearing it every day, but it's just so simple. And when I hear and see what these other guys are selling, and they're selling a lot of it, I just cringe, because, they're just basically snake oil salesmen. Price open between 30 and 40. Did it stay there? No. Price open between 20 and 30. Did it stay between there? No. I mean, every time you see here, you just see the volatility, and you just see a price opened here, green candle, go long at the line. That was good for over 10 pips. Red candle, short at the line. That was good for over 20 pips if you rode that trade out. Educational purposes only. I hope you're picking up on this. In fact, I just got a very nice email this morning from a trader who made the transition from part-time to full-time trader. He said he's pulling in pips every day. And on some days, if he's had any losses, he's making up on the big days. So, I mean, if you think about trading, it's kind of like baseball in a way. These guys, if you can hit, 1 out of 4 times, you can be a major leaguer, a good major leaguer. 1 out of 4 hits, a 250 batting average. And, most of the hits are singles. And they strike out a whole bunch, and they pop out and foul out, get thrown out. But every now and then, double, triple, home run. And it's kind of like trading. Hopefully your win is closer to 50% or more. And, but most of the time you're getting those singles. You swing for the fences, you could wind up stopping out. So just keep that in mind. Wick zone, it was in and out on the dollar yen. Right across that previous day's high. That was the only horizontal line trade there. And you can see here some pips, failed to make a new high there, came down short, money to be made, especially if you're scalping. And you can see here at the tick level, we've got some good motion, good movement here, about 8 pips here. And we're once again in the ATR range, the upper ATR range on the daily. We went through the weekly already. Higher high, higher high, higher high across the board, so no inside bar. So that's it for now, fellow traders. But remember, every trade you make is a great trade, even if it hits your stop. Why? Because you followed your plan. Because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks, and click subscribe and click like, and hit the bell and share the video.